What is going on, everyone? Today we're going to be watching and reacting to House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 3. So, I mean, we're pretty far into this season. Actually not that far. We're only 3 episodes
Literally
in.
just started.
No, yeah, but I'm thinking to myself, like...
Well, it's only 8 episodes, right?
Yeah,
So,
but I'm so in the brain of, like, the Disney Plus shows where there's only 6 episodes
Brain
to the
rot.
point where... Yeah, to the point where 3 episodes sounds like a lot, but it's really not. But I'm looking forward to this one. I mean, the last 2 episodes I think were both phenomenal. I don't think there's been a single miss this entire show. So, I mean, that's been continuing in this season too. Even though there's been some people not happy with it, but I've been totally satisfied. So, what do you think is going to be happening in this one? I honestly, we don't watch the next time on segments, so it's really hard to like
be surprised.
adjust like what we think is going to happen. But I really hope there's going to be something involved. There was one sequence in the trailer that I want to see where I believe it was I think it was Bela was chasing Kristen Cole with her dragon and Cole was on his horse. But I don't know when that's going to happen. I want to see that scene more than anything. I don't think there's going to be any like strong battles till after the 4th episode. I think, in my opinion, I think the first half of the season is going to be the build up and the other half is going to be the start of them fighting. I'm not familiar with like how trailers in the Game of Thrones universe work in terms of how many episodes they usually cover. This is obviously the first time I'm watching it live, so I don't think I ever watched a trailer before this season, so I honestly don't know how much that covers. But let's just jump right into this. If you want to see the full uncut reaction, that'll be my Patreon. The link will be in the description down below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's watch. Where's this?
Must be my swordsmanship.
Aaron Bracken?
Well enough for killing Blackwoods.
I think it was his father was one that pledged to want to marry Rhaenyra in the beginning of the show.
This is our land.
It's Bracken land. Babe killer.
What did you say?
Your false queen Rhaenyra is a kinslayer.
Your uncle declared for Aegon, did he? Let me tell you, Aegon Targaryen
Don't tell me they're gonna go at it right here.
is no true king. You're both craven, little.
Oh yeah, he's swinging. Come on.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh shit. What the There's a lot more bodies than what was just a couple
It's probably
guys
like an
in.
actual battle that they hand out to.
Well, I guess more people joined in. Yeah,
Yeah.
holy shit. I mean, I like that we're seeing this though. It's showing that, I mean, there's a lot of outside groups not actually in King's Landing themselves that are still fighting over this conflict because they're just choosing a different side. And they don't know the full, like, they don't know everything. They don't know the full story of what actually happened. They just know what they've heard.
And being side by side.
I cannot fault him for keeping his oath.
And what of those who sent him?
You think she has any idea that Kristen Cole was the one who sent him?
No. Probably just the High Towers in general. I don't think most people's sneaky links send people to murder them.
Yeah, she knows Otto wasn't up to that, yeah.
Soon they will not even remember what it was that began the war in the first place. Or was it when the child
Yeah, it makes
was
sense.
beheaded? Or when Aemond killed Luke? Or when Luke took Aemond's eye?
Yeah, it keeps going way back. It's just back and forth.
There may be another way. Alicent
Peace?
Hightower.
Talk to Allison? Oh, I want to see this so bad.
When last we met, Alicent said I would make a fine queen. You've seen what has happened since then.
She came to me in the hours after your Lord Father's death. She knows war is coming, and that it'll be savage beyond all compare. There is no war so hateful to the gods as a war between kin, and no war so bloody as a war between dragons. I do not believe she wants it.
She sent a raven. I do not care to read her message. What she did
It is not her, but the men around her who seek bloodshed.
she permitted it.
Yeah, Rhaenyra actually has power behind what's happened, like decisions made. I don't, like Alicent really doesn't.
Yeah.
It's always her dad,
That
her
is true.
sons.
Well, she had nothing to do with it.
No, but what I'm saying is Rhaenyra has more control
She
over
does,
what
yeah,
happens
yeah.
than Alicent does. I don't think Alicent really like stood there and let things happen.
Call it what you will. I call it war. And so will Dragonstone. The question is, what are we going to do about it? We send a raven to Lord Tully. These houses are his vassals, are they not?
Lord Grover Tully is a flaccid old fool who couldn't control his cock and...
My lord brother Jason is raising a great army at Castle Rock. In a matter of weeks, he will be able to harass the Blackwoods from the west.
Should we not aim to unite these armies and then strike as one?
Ah, the great military mind of the Citadel. Do
I
remind
served
me,
around
which
the
link in your
Grand
chain denotes the art of
Master at
war?
Harrenhal is the key to the Riverlands. I will ride out with those I can muster here, men I know, men I trained.
Well, Damon's at Harrenhal right now, or that's where he was going.
What say you, my king?
And you'll take Aemond and Vhagar.
Vhagar will remain here to defend the city.
Good. To war, then.
I wonder what Aemond wants to do. Does he want to leave, or does he always want to be here as a defender?
And what will you do if you encounter one or more of Rhaenyra's dragons? She'll want to answer for Sir Arek.
We will be more like to encounter one if we field one of our own.
That is precisely why you must remain, brother.
I'm as fearsome as any of them.
I feel like Aemond speaks more wisely than Aegon does.
I feel like he's just a little more educated. Did she stay there or did she leave? Oh, she's staying.
She's still there, yeah.
I was told you turned back from your ship to bring warning.
I was not believed at first.
You saved my life.
What is the life of a queen worth these days?
You wish to be rewarded. What price would you set?
A
A dragon?
At your court.
I don't know.
Court. That's smart. I mean, she does know a lot of stuff.
I know the workings of the Red Keep and the movements of those who serve there. Are they always like this?
Sea Smoke, my late lord husband's dragon.
Oh, I was trying to remember who Sea Smokes was. Yeah. So right now, no one's
Maybe he's lonely.
got Sea Smoke. It's just a wild dragon.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna get a new rider.
She did just mention if he gets lonely.
I've decided to send Joffrey to Ward with my cousin, Lady Jane Arryn. She has pledged an army in return for a dragon, so she will have one. Aegon and Viserys will accompany him until a place of greater safety can be found.
Tyraxes is better hatchling. And Stormcloud.
I want you to go with them. The Red Keep is in disarray. They have sent one assassin in the night, and their dragons are ever a short flight away. You must take the little ones further. To Pentos, I think.
She's the younger sister, right?
It breaks my heart to send my boys away. I need you to be the mother to them that I cannot.
Oh, is this Daemon? His dragon's definitely my favorite. Ever since we first saw it.
Is that the one that you have
Yeah. Caraxes is the name, I believe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's something like that. I just love how long the neck is. I love it.
This looks like Shrek looking for Fiona in the first movie.
It does. So I love how well lit the show is. Like, even though it's a dark scene, everything's so well lit. Like, a lot of shows nowadays just get that so horribly wrong.
What's that sound?
It's just the rain, I think. I don't know. I hear that too. It's very faint.
Like layered chanting?
Oh. Is he just gonna... Oh, shit. Oh, he didn't kill him, though.
I'm claiming Harrenhal.
Just like that.
Apparently so.
I mean, they have, like, no guards here, so, I mean, yeah. Not many, at least.
Took one man to do it.
I, Sir Simon Strong, Castellan of Harrenhal, pledge fealty to Rhaenyra of House Targaryen. I swear this by the old gods and the new. Supper is venison with black cabbage and peas.
I've survived many a battle. I do not mean to be felled by poison peas.
I'll admit that my cook's peas aren't exactly the stuff of legend, but poison?
Right, it's an easy way to kill a dragon rider.
If you've not yet surmised, you are welcome here.
And what of your lord, Larys Strong?
Yeah, he's not gonna trust the Strongs because of that.
Larys Clubfoot is no lord of mine.
I wonder how he got the name Clubfoot.
Well, doesn't he have a limp when he walks?
Oh, I was thinking because of his obsession with feet, but
No,
that
it's
maybe.
'cause he can't walk.
All right, maybe that's it.
That's messed up.
It was the first fire here since Balerion ended the line of Harren the Black.
Yeah, they know it was him, right?
No.
So no, you will find no loyalty to Larys Strong here, my prince.
Your grace.
Forgive me,
Oh, because he's a king consort?
Your grace.
He's scary, Daemon.
It's a grumpy old chap.
Yeah.
Harrenhal is the largest castle in the Seven Kingdoms. Or perhaps that has escaped your attention.
Well, it is also, not to be argumentative, in something of a state of disrepair.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of a shitty castle, though.
Incinerated much of it with his dragon.
Well, that is precisely why we must bring it.
Yeah, okay, that's what happened to it. I remember the history.
There are 40,000 swords in the Riverlands, the largest undeclared host in the realm. Only Harrenhal is of a size enough to garrison them.
You should know that a substantial number of those swords have now declared and are presently at war. Houses Bracken and Blackwood have long detested one another.
Why?
Oh, well, the answer to that is lost in time.
It's a pretty big theme of this episode. Like, over time, you just kind of forget why you're even fighting in the first place.
If you are successful, well, when you are successful, what then?
We march on King's Landing and take the throne.
Damn.
Your host is mustered and ready to march.
Mustard?
Haircut.
Oh yeah, I thought it was a haircut, and I was like, maybe I'm just stupid, and I forgot he had the hair before.
Not that I'm noticing. It looks good.
May I present
does
my
look
brother,
good.
Sir Gawain Hightower?
Oh, her brother? Gawain, did she say?
How exhilarating to arrive at court after 3 long months on the road to find my Lord Father, who served 3 kings faithfully, unseated as hand of the king.
Another sassy one.
Why, a man from such modest beginnings.
I was gonna ask how the people felt about common-borns being, like, holding a position of power in Begum courts.
Oh, nice. That'll be fun to look at his face. Yeah, this is great casting because he looks the Gawain guy. He looks just like Otto. Like that looks
He
like a
does.
younger Otto.
I mean, they always do a really, really good job casting people.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They just never take down the bodies.
Well, sometimes I like to keep them up as reminders.
I guess, but it's gonna get stinky after a while.
They have penetrated our castle walls, and now the Riverlands are aflame after the Battle of the Burning Mill.
Battle of the Burning Mill was what we saw in the beginning.
There has been no word from Prince Daemon, Your Grace.
Then we must press what advantage we do have.
And what is that?
Dragons. Send them all out.
Is it an advantage that both sides have dragons?
If dragons begin fighting dragons, we invite our own destruction.
They're just like nukes. They're literally just like nukes.
You have never been so exposed.
Perhaps it is time for you to think about secreting yourself somewhere safe.
Where?
This council would do well to remember that their queen wears the crown of my grandsire, Jaehaerys the Conciliator. A prudent ruler, the wisest of Targaryen kings whose reign outlasted every other, even Aegon the Conqueror's.
She's so elegant in the way she speaks.
Yeah, I know.
It would displease neither Rhaenyra nor the gods if Rhaena were named heir to Driftmark.
That would make sense.
The girl knows nothing of ships, nor even of dragons.
There is Rhaena or there is Joffrey, both soon to be far from the creak of ships and the ocean's roar.
I mean, Rhaena was gonna inherit anyways, right?
I'm
When
not
she
even
married Luke.
I'm not even sure to be. Oh, well, I guess. Yeah. I guess the reason they were debating it is because they never actually officially got married. But
I have much to attend to.
I almost guarantee one of them is gonna die this season. I think it's gonna be Corlys.
I think it's gonna be him.
100%. They've been showing so much of them, like that. It's gonna happen.
They love to foreshadow too, so.
Yeah, I think it'll happen. I thought he was gonna die last season, to be honest, but there was a couple moments where he was close to death.
Tyraxes and Stormcloud are young and vulnerable. These eggs are even more.
Oh shit! I love the way they look.
I feel sad about Jaehaerys. But I ought not to, I think. People die all the time.
Sadness is a condition of motherhood.
There's not to be gained from it.
I think it depends. Sometimes
That horrid
it's
procession
good to
where
let
the
that out.
small folk all stared at me. I warrant they thought I had no more right to grief than they do. Surely they lose their babes more than highborn ladies.
Oh, I had no idea that's what was going through her mind at that point.
You have as much claim to grief as anyone.
Aegon the Conqueror reborn.
Just get on with it.
At once, Your Grace.
What is your business?
There are rumors that the king readies himself to fly to war.
What is it to you?
Only that I think it would benefit all of us to prevent our king from being brutally slain by our enemies.
Yeah, I thought they came to that conclusion that they shouldn't let him go out, but I guess I don't know. I actually kind of respect it though, him going out there. I respect it more than the king just staying back, even though it's not smart, but I respect it.
Well, he's had training, right, since he was younger, but I don't know. He's not as sharp.
There are diverse rumors whispered on the streets of your city. One such is that your grace sends his forces to battle, and in his courage and wisdom flies with them. Another is that his grace was outwitted by his councillors and persuaded to fly to war with Sir Criston, so the Queen Alicent may reign in his absence.
Oh shit.
Prince Aemond at her side.
Yeah, they didn't, in the conversation, that no one seemed like they wanted Aegon going out there, so I don't think that's what was going on in the council.
I've had quite a day of it.
Yeah? Not sure I'm much for talking, although, you know, a wet whistle works wonders.
A wet whistle, is that what I think it is?
I think it means like wetting your throat. That's why he's asking for beer. Oh. What did you think what whistle means?
I don't want to say.
Who was your grandsire?
They call him the Conciliator.
King Jaehaerys.
You are saying you're a Targaryen?
I'm the son of Balon the Brave. Bastard brother to Prince Daemon.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or not.
You do not look very much like King Viserys.
I think he does.
How do you know what they look like?
Yeah, he speaks truth right enough. Look, you can tell by his hair.
Yeah, because I'm their half-brother, you fuckwits.
All right.
Yeah, I'll tell you who else doesn't have silver hair. The rightful heir to the Iron Throne, my nephew, Prince Jacaerys Velaryon.
Oh, shit.
I was like, he's speaking kind of loud. Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Drinks for all, at the pleasure of the crown.
Did he hear that conversation? I don't think so. Maybe the end of it.
It's a little tame, but a good a place as any to get it wet.
Oh, there's the wet whistle.
Oh god, that's a full-on. That's. All right. I think that's the most they've ever shown in this entire universe. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they've ever.
I don't
shown it like
think I've
that.
ever seen. I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever seen that on TV.
That's surprising.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, he didn't know about this. You know, I feel bad for him.
You have come so far, and yet you still lie with your very first.
She's his first.
Such is the madam's prowess that even now my brother will not sample another. Hard luck for your squire, though. As you can see, she's now very much occupied.
You remember he got so pissed when like he felt like Luke was like bullying him in like last season, episode 8.
His brother does.
His brother
it too,
bullies him
so,
way
yeah.
more than anyone else ever has bullied him before. No, I feel for Aemon more than like I know he's not a great person, but I
feel for Aemon.
I do. Like he's kind of, you know, he has a sensitive side.
I told
to
you
him.
guys he's a huge Green sympathizer.
There's aspects of him. There's aspects. There is. I do think they're more interesting, but that's a whole other conversation. I mean, all the characters are amazing, though. That's the note, the Raven. That's the.
Yeah, that she wouldn't open, right?
I like the little hint of the music. That's Allison's theme.
Is that how you knew?
Yeah, well,
I saw the green
also
seal.
that, but the music's the first thing that clued me in. Oh, remember I was talking about before the episode? I said there was a scene in the trailer.
Oh, is this the thing you were talking about?
I'm telling you, I think I won't say anything else because I don't know if you remember from the trailer.
I didn't watch any of the trailers.
Oh, my bad.
I like to be surprised.
Just keep watching that. I think it's coming.
We will rendezvous with your army at first light. Or if their wine is good, perhaps a little after first light.
Dragon.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What?
Because it's not, the sun wouldn't be going down out of nowhere.
Get to the trees!
I don't think it's about the sun going down. I think he saw the dragon in the sky.
That's what I'm saying. No, the dragon went in the way of the sun, though. So I think that's.
Oh, that's the scene you were talking about?
Yeah. They showed a little clip of it in the trailer. I don't know. Maybe I should shut up. I didn't realize you didn't see the trailers. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Shut your face.
She's at least scaring them for sure. Oh shit. Oh. I mean, yeah, she's just trying to scare them. That's it. Oh, he's terrified.
I don't think he's really ever been exposed to dragons.
A good showing, Sir Kristen. I'm in your debt.
They know we're abroad, they'll be hunting.
Could you be certain it was Cole from such a great height?
It was not such a great height, Your Grace.
Yeah, she got lower.
You said not to engage, so I didn't. Exactly.
The time for action is surely now.
Your Grace, I must agree, and request your permission to return to Rook's Rest and fortify my lands.
I shouldn't fret, Lord Simon. They'll be making for Harrenhal.
'Tis Prince Daemon who ought to worry.
Loose the dragons, root Cole out, and burn him.
I feel like all these guys at this table, they're all like the devil on her shoulder half the time. Like, we don't really know much about most of them.
I don't really care too much about our court, to be honest.
Yeah, I want to learn about it. I want to get to know them so then, like, maybe, you know, but we don't really know much about them.
I have heard your arguments, and will consider them.
Honestly, I wish Corlys was more active.
Yeah, I think that was her way of saying, I'm not doing what any of you said.
Yeah, I'll keep it in mind.
No, because, like, the one at King's Landing with Aegon, their council. Like, I feel like we kind of know most of those characters there, so I want to get to know everyone there a little more. What the hell? Smart of him to put the swords there, though, just in case. Who the fuck? Maybe it was a ghost. They're always talking about the ghosts of Harrenhal, right? This is, I think, what you were hearing before.
I heard a rumor about this scene.
What?
Rhaenyra's mom.
What do you mean Rhaenyra's mom?
And I have to clean up.
Oh no!
What? Oh, he's seen things, or well, I mean, obviously. What the hell?
Interesting.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that's cool. They brought Millie. Was it I forget her last name.
I can't help you with that one.
Yeah, I forget it, to be honest. But she's, wow. Either he was drugged, or this place has some spiritual stuff that I mean, I think there is
visions, but oh,
is that?
She was there before, right? When he came in and
No, isn't that
You will die in this place.
What the fuck? What is going on?
What I meant before, someone rumored that they might show a ghost that was Rhaenyra's mom.
Oh.
And then some people were just saying that apparently it's because Daemon's Rhaenyra's dad. And I was like, get out of here. I can't with these, like, Twitter conspiracies.
What do you know of the movements of Alicent Hightower?
Would you take her hostage? Or kill her outright?
I would speak with her.
Killing her would be easier.
If war can be averted, it is my duty to avert it.
How would she even get in?
She could just send a Raven back, ask her to meet somewhere.
She would suspect some subterfuge, as would I if I received such a message. I must see her, face to face.
She goes nowhere without many eyes watching her, unless there are fishing boats aplenty in the bay. Daemon made the journey unhindered.
But if I'm recognized?
You may be surprised to learn it, but most folk pay no mind to a woman who has not dressed as a queen or lured herself with the eyes of men.
So I make my way to the Red Keep, I presume, and ring the bell.
Yeah, this could, I don't know.
There is one place Alicent goes, outside the castle walls.
Is it where she, like, lights the candles, or?
The church of some
Yeah, it might be. That's the only place I can think of.
Is that Rhaenyra?
Yeah. Oh, that's a perfect outfit. Oh shit. Yeah, but she's got her guards like always with her. This music's great. So yeah, this is the church she's going to then, yeah. And that's why she's being a nun. So yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit.
I was not expecting this.
This was like my most anticipated thing, is seeing them talk to each other again. I don't think it's gonna go to plan though. I guess the guards aren't here right now, so maybe she could.
You don't think Alicent's gonna scream?
That's true. I don't know. She might. Oh shit.
Oh my god. What?
No. What? I must speak with you.
Why'd you take the knife out? What? I mean no harm. And pulls out a
the knife wasn't a good idea.
If I could cry out, your knights would find me. I would be taken or slain. Though not before I killed you.
I guess
It's
she's
like a
gotta
fatal
have.
threat.
I've begun badly.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, they're like long friends. I mean, I feel like even through all this.
We watched the tourney together, you and I, the day my brother was born. We knew, even then, that men trained up for battle are eager to fight. I know you do not have that desire within you. Rhaenys has counselled me. She said she saw in you a wish to avert the worst of what may now come.
So you've come to surrender then?
I have come to see if we may uncover some path towards peace. My dragons are restless, they smell battle. But if you and I may come to terms...
There are no terms now. Your allies turn from you and they hear of your depravity. Your hands are bloody to no crime I could never have imagined you.
The trespass was not mine. I am a mother too, and you have yet to answer for the murder of my son.
I repudiate that act with all my heart.
Of course you do.
Yeah, both of them hate everything that's happened so far. Like, they're not.
Well, a lot of it's hearsay. There's no real way of knowing what's true and what's not true.
Yeah.
So
I think they both know that neither of them. They got it deep down.
Have you now stooped so low that you will countenance the suffering and death of thousands in order that your feckless son...
Your father changed his mind.
Oh, so you say. I saw the king that night. Mere hours before I left him, he had affirmed my right to the throne. A right he upheld steadfastly every day of his life after my mother died. And yet you will maintain that his mind was changed in an instant. Well, you lie.
She isn't even lying. She just understood him wrong, right?
He changed his mind. I swear this to you, on the memory of my mother.
Why can't she even just fathom the idea that she might have misunderstood him?
I don't think that's even come up. Because they're so focused on whether one person's lying or not that they're not even considering like miscommunication.
This is what they get for using the same name for like everyone, you know? They reuse the same name.
Well, now she just asked like what did he even say?
Speak my name.
Okay, this is good then. Maybe Alicent will realize. I think she knows deep down. She has to.
It was hard at times to understand, but he spoke Aegon's name.
No, he didn't.
No, he did. He did. It's just he wasn't talking about him.
Oh, he was talking about Aegon the Conqueror?
Yeah.
He said he was the prince that was promised to unite the realm. What? I desire peace as you do. The prince that was promised. It's a story he once told. About Aegon the Conqueror. The Conqueror.
Oh, shit.
The stutter.
It's like too much shit has happened though at this point. They can't.
Yeah, it's irreversible.
Before you are discovered. There's been a mistake. There's been no mistake. You can prevent this, Alicent.
You're telling me all this shit's gonna go down and Alicent knows the truth now and is still gonna preserve it? You cannot defend her.
Nobody likes to admit they're wrong.
It's too late, Rhaenyra. Alicent.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was my favorite scene of the episode.
The last one?
Favorite scene of the season, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, I figured they were gonna keep doing the build-up, and I think the next one's gonna be the final tipping point.
I keep saying tipping points, but I feel like there's so many tipping points. I think that's my favorite episode of the season so far, actually. Even though there was
the last one? It's a calm episode, which I prefer. I like learning stuff. I like processing everything and putting it together.
I mean, even though there was obviously crazier things that happened in the first two episodes, I think this episode, just in terms of the dialogue, and I mean that scene especially, it kind of pushes it over the edge for me. Maybe just slightly. But no, I love it because it's such a good representation of Alicent's character. Like we were saying, she is so far into what she believes in at this point, and she's, even if she knows she's wrong, she's not going to go back on it. I mean, that's a thing that's very common in a lot of people. Even if they know they're wrong, they will stick true to it because it's what they've stuck
like you said,
so long.
It's too late. She already built up. Lives are lost. Like, how do you even call that off? You can't.
Yeah,
and then people, I feel like they would carry on without her anyways.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Yeah, even if she like tries to say, "Oh no, I made a misunderstanding," it's not really gonna change anything.
I mean, the crazy thing is, even her father, he knows he made a mistake too. He said the last episode.
Yeah, they could try to make a path towards peace in some way. It's just there's never gonna be a solution that everyone's happy with, and based on these characters, most of them are not good people, so they're not the type of people who will accept anything less than exactly what they want. You know?
Well, I think at a certain point it became less about who has the right to the throne and about revenge. So
yeah.
They just keep going back and forth and back and forth, and I don't think they're going to find a solution to it.
But because I feel like it's almost even at this point with the revenge, maybe not even, but it's pretty close, I feel like, you know, in terms of what lives have been taken from who, and it's, again, it's always someone else doing it. It's not like it's one person to blame. I mean, you can't put the blame on a singular person. Like, Luke dying was Aemon's fault, really. Even though he didn't do it on purpose, it was still his fault. And then when you look at Jaehaerys, that was on Daemon. Then when you look at
they just tried
Eric,
they just tried to assassinate Rhaenyra.
That was Kristen. Like, it's always someone different, so you can't really, like, you can't just be like, hey, this one person needs to get punished, and there's no one's ever going to take blame for it anyways, and everyone's going to just deny it. So I do think there's something they could discuss in terms of finding peace. Like, I don't know. Again, no one's going to be happy with it, whether it's splitting land, whether it's a joint kingship, which makes no sense. They will never do that. I think it makes sense to me, but to these characters, they're so like.
If you think about it, it was that whole thing with in the beginning of last season 2, they were talking about how a lot of people were never going to accept Rhaenyra if her brothers were still alive.
Yeah.
Even if like her dad pledged to her and everything,
a lot of people
as long as they
it.
were alive, there would still be the possibility, which is why like the dual thing would never ever work.
Yeah.
Because they still have loyalists within them. So I feel like there is no peaceful solution at all.
And we know there's not going to be one because we know where this leads to Game of Thrones.
Do you know? Do you remember the spoilers that were in Game of Thrones of this?
No,
I do. I don't think
no, because I had some people on my Patreon and
told you to
stuff.
skip it?
They told me to skip those
Did
scenes.
you?
Some people said not to do it, but I did it anyways just to be
It was
safe.
Joffrey.
So what do you mean?
Joffrey spoke about the end of this.
Oh, Joffrey in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yeah. No, they told me to skip that scene, so I don't know what was said, and I'm
Interesting.
glad I skipped it because I think it makes it a little more interesting.
I will not say.
There was two moments I think in two different seasons where they said something, and yeah, I was told to skip those scenes, so I did. I did get some people getting pissed at that though, because they were like, "No, you're supposed to watch it," but I don't know. It was whatever. I'll just maybe I'll rewatch those scenes later on. It was like a 10-second part I skipped.
So
it was
short.
nothing
It was
crazy.
like what phrase? It wasn't that bad.
Yeah. But so I don't know where this leads. But in terms of like the wider universe, we do kind of know, like, okay, there's not going to be some big change in how the kings work because we know where Game of Thrones is. There is no major change from here to there, except for maybe, like we said, like, you know, Kristen being on the hand. Like we know that's not a thing in Game of Thrones anymore, where you know, if you're on the Kingsguard, you're not going to be able to be a hand. And someone in the comments said apparently that's because that's Kristen's fault, which is interesting.
They signed it into it. Well, a lot of it was
Yeah.
Aegon is so immature. He just chooses
Yeah,
whatever. Same thing with like even the Night Guard. You can tell they were not people of honor. So
exactly. Yeah, so I really enjoyed this one. I can't wait for the next one. We're not going to watch the next time on sequence, so we'll just be surprised. Honestly, I don't even remember any other trailer moments that we haven't seen yet. So I think we've already seen most of them as far as I remember. There might have been a battle. There was at least one battle I saw in the trailer, and we haven't seen that. So there should be a battle coming up, I hope. But yeah, hopefully you guys all enjoyed. If you want to see the full cut reaction, that'll be my Patreon. Link to it will be in the description down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Peace out.